It's your boy, bringing some love to y'all. Welcome to the movement. Grabbing some deodorant. Now don't worry, this is not devolved into a vlog that's just so absolutely boring that I just show you buying toiletries. No. The reason I'm buying deodorant and also I have to do a bunch of other last minute things is because I'm leaving in like 2 days for like 12 days. It's a little hard to wrap my brain around. I don't think I've ever visited anywhere for 12 days in my life. I'm gonna be completely off the grid. No phone, no internet, nothing. Back at it again with the Burger King.
Proud sponsor, Burger King.
Come at us, Burger King. Come at me.
Yeah, dude. Why doesn't Burger King sponsor you? We buy so much of your stuff. I mean, whenever we go to Burger King, we don't see a lot of people there. Because we're there, dude. We do that for you, Burger King. Welcome.
Yeah, also, all the employees at this Burger King are always very strange. And like,
oh, I thought you were gonna say cool.
Somewhat rude and cool at the same time. And I think it's just because they don't get that many customers, so they don't get that much experience to socialize with customers.
Yeah, that's true. Like that guy that like let you keep your like 30 cents or whatever.
Yeah.
Last time we got our chicken nugget.
Also, whenever I go to Burger King, they're like playing music from their phone. From behind the counter or behind the drive-thru, playing like really loud, inappropriate trap music all the time.
Playing like XXX and Tasty or something.
Yeah.
Gucci Gang.
Blue Pump.
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang,
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Alright, so let's roll right into today in religious history. Okay, so today, January 16th. You know what? One of the things that happened in January 16th of 1920?
No.
The 18th Amendment. You know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
The prohibition of alcohol.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
All right.
And that was a huge deal, and a lot of religious people were for the prohibition. And nowadays, when we hear about religious people being against drinking, or like, we think of like uptight or judgmental.
Utah.
But it was what?
Utah. Mormons.
A little bit, yeah. But a lot of people back then were people who saw husbands coming home from the bar beating their wives in a drunken fit, and were like, we need to stop that. Like, they were trying to stop violence, they were trying to stop abuse, and so that was like a big force trying to lead the prohibition. And so I think that's something that needs to be thought about when we think about the prohibition, that a lot of these people were just trying to stop violence and abuse. And today, I think, with now that we can drink all we want above 21, and other drugs being more and more, I think we're headed toward more and more drugs being legalized, which I think it is best when you leave it up to the people of what they consume. But at the same time, we need to think about violence and abuse that could be caused by anything. Yeah. What do you think, Aaron?
What do I think about violence and abuse of drugs and stuff like that?
And drinking and all that?
I feel like it has to do a lot with the person. When it comes down to like them drinking or doing drugs, it might enhance it, but I feel like if that's inside them, then they're probably going to do it with or without it. But alcohol or other types of drugs might be a trigger to release it early, or just overall.
Yeah.
I feel like some people are like that.
But yeah, I think it's something definitely, it's supposed to be that we should all be aware of and be careful with drinking and all this other stuff.
Yeah, it's true. You definitely lose control.
Yeah.
Or can.
Yeah. But I'm glad Prohibition didn't last.
I feel
also.
like, yeah, a lot of bad things spawned from that as well.
Exactly.
Because
then it went underground and crazier.
Got crazier. Illegal trade for it. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's one of the things that happened today. All right, we're going to some more yoga. How about that?
How about that?
Okay, I just showed up. It's actually at this place called The Pad, which is also a climbing gym. Super cool, especially for our little town of Santa Maria. But before I go in there, on my way here, Kayla called me and I had sent her a picture, a screenshot of a review we had just gotten where somebody said, "So happy to have found this. Listening to the first 4 episodes has already sparked so much conversation in my home." And that's like, so awesome. We've gotten some other awesome reviews, but I love that one so much because it's sparking them to actually talk about these subjects with people. And that's the goal of our podcast. And then Kayla also told me that she's had multiple people at her work come up to her and tell her, and people outside of work call her too, saying how much they love the podcast. And then here's what's awesome. Say that they listened to me and Kayla's episodes where we tell our story of our spiritual journey and we frame it in, here's the construction stage of my life story, the deconstruction stage, and then the reconstruction stage. And people are listening to that, and it's inspiring them to start thinking of their own spiritual journey, and even inspiring them to call their parents and talk about their spiritual journey, even though they had walked away from church and religion and all that years ago. Listening to the podcast has inspired them to call their parents and talk about religion and talk about, like, where was my deconstruction and construction stage and what actually happened to me growing up, because I had such a weird, bizarre religious growing up, they would say. And it's awesome to see this thing doing what we want it to do, and so like quick. Yeah, just want to share that with you. Super excited. All right, yo, we're here. Frank is here. Frank's gonna lead meditation class.
Hello.
He's stretching, getting ready. This is a cool little room, dude.
It's really cool.
I just got to my friend Garrett's house, about to hang out with some friends. I just wanted to say, today I've been extremely tired and exhausted, and I almost didn't go to the yoga class because I was like dead tired. Like I felt like I needed to take a nap, and if I laid down I would immediately fall asleep. But then I did the yoga, and now I feel extremely 100% energized. Like that's what I actually needed, not to take a nap. And it's just kind of blowing my mind right now.
Slide your card up to the evil apple thing.
And then slide up.
Do you guys want to move inside?
Yeah, we should probably go inside so everyone can charge their phone as they play.
Yeah.
Alright.
Playing Evil Apple's the mobile version of... I know it. Let me rephrase. The mobile ripoff of Cards Against Humanity. Alright, so we're playing this game, and the homie Chris shows up.
Oh.
Chris Burgess from high school.
How's it going?
What's going on, dude? Oh my goodness.
It's been a long time.
It's been too long, Chris. The last time we talked, you messaged me on Facebook saying you had a dream about me.
That's true. That's very true.
What's up, guys? Anthony here, just filling in for Damon. Enjoy a mindful minute right now. Can I be the mindful minute?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, enjoy the mindful minute.
Thanks, Anthony. Today's Mindful Minute, I want to talk about learning to say yes. Learn to say yes throughout an entire day or even an entire week. When someone offers an opportunity to you, when someone asks you, hey, you want to go do this with me? You want to go do this for me? Consider just saying yes to everything and everyone that comes your way in this period of time, as long as it's not harmful to you or others, of course. And it's not about just learning how to say yes to everything, because that can become a problem in itself, but it's about learning more about yourself and how often you just immediately say no, how often you immediately take a stance of opposition, you immediately take the stance of, nah, I know better. Nope. Before they even finish a sentence. Nope. Because we often are in that state. We often get stuck in that state of like, I know what works for me. I know what's best for me. I'm not going to let anyone or anything that can actually help me grow in. And that's what I've been learning this last week. And even today, where I almost didn't go to that yoga class. I'm so grateful that I've been saying yes to things related to yoga. It's helping me discover a whole new side of spiritual and mental and physical health. Practice saying yes more. Practice paying attention to yourself and how often you take a stance of opposition. And be open to growth. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That's today's vlog. Like I said, I'm leaving in a couple days. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow, so make sure you tune into that vlog. See you guys later.